Till for 9211 coming at you with another live video. This video is in response or follow up to the tier list that I made last time. So I know a lot of players, they might not have dealt with some of the decks that I posted. I think I posted roughly like 15. So none of the decks really give me any problems. I have gone into platinum and haven't had any issues, but I don't know about the rest of the players, like if they have a difficulty entering into platinum, if they have a difficulty entering into gold, if they have a difficulty beating these decks. Like there's a lot of things that I don't know because I'm human. So I just wanted to do a follow up on the tier list that I did. To be honest with you, I always advise you to check out like every single video that I post, not necessarily um, just for support, but you have to remember when you come to my channel, even though you know I'm being accused of a lot of things like my decks are fake, I lie about everything I say. There's a long list. Um, I'm arrogant or whatever they say. I've already established way too many times. My channel does only a few things. I'm not feeling based, like I'm not here to make you feel good. The channel's just made simply to help people to create budget decks to destroy everyone, the other one to get free cards, and then the last one for concerns or questions. Now, there is a few people that I get along with really well, and obviously they play Dark Magician decks, so they know that most of the things I say are true. And you're like, what do you mean most? What about the other ones? Are you lying? No, no, no. Some of the other things we might disagree um, because we play different formats. Like I might disagree with hand traps, but they win. So that's that. And sometimes they might lose to some decks because the hand traps don't help them. And guess what? I walk all over those decks like nothing. So again, that's that. So it's just everybody has their own format, and that's what makes you individuals. And some people have grand games, so the channel is just meant to help you. This is of no benefit to me. It doesn't benefit me to go into details and show you advanced plays that no one else does. It doesn't benefit me to show you destroying all the decks. It doesn't benefit me to give you free cards. That has zero benefit to me, but you have everything to gain. So I made a tier list and now I have to follow up. But every single deck that I said, I have to show you how to kill it. So we start off by Apprentice Illusion Magician. Discard, get a Dark Magician. People say it's always a break to do that. So that sounds like a complaint and a cry. So then you Rod, and then you get Salvation. Activate, set. You have to consider both of your cards that you played could have been negated. So then from there, you're gonna go ahead and link. So like I always say, it doesn't matter if they negate it or not. It doesn't matter at all. You just keep going forward. So you go secrets, activate it, draw knowledge, because you're already normal, so you don't need the prophecy. Activate it, draw more cards. There you go. Then you activate it. Dark Magician goes to the graveyard. You're gonna special, activate its effect. You're gonna go ahead and send to the graveyard, draw. So there you go. Even though your starting hand was trash, it was a semi break. Now you already have the Circle, Eternal. You got Rogeki, Dark Magician. You have Alistair, another Magician Souls. You got cards in the graveyard. You're no longer break. It's already alive. So you're ready to go. So you got Soul Servant in your hand to top it all off. So there's no crying, no complaining. And then off the bat, if you already noticed, you have eldletch. So this is um, since it got reset. I think it's like right now. I think I'm currently like in gold 3 or something like that. So then what's going on? They 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 have several modes for the eldletch. Like I'm gonna cover them pretty much right now in a few seconds. So they have the ability to discard him, and then they discard eldritch card, and it can come from your hand to the graveyard. He can come back to the hand. When they do that, they can pop a card on the field. Then they also have a lot of traps. I think they have like 20 traps. So there's always going to be traps in the backfield. The traps, what they do is they either negate one card that your opponent plays, so it can be a monster effect, it can be a spell or trap. Then the other card, they can special summon it from the spell trap zone to their field so that they can tribute, and then simultaneously it can remove a card from your graveyard. The other card that it does, another trap, he can trigger it, and then what it does is it special summons Eldritch straight from the deck to the field. So the other thing that they do, sometimes some of the Eldritch can be boosted to 35 attack. No effects activate them, but what I forgot to mention last time, they can be killed by attack. Like if you get surpass 3,500, it could die. Um, but it's basically unaffected by your opponent's card's effects. So the only way to kill is to attack, but you have to go past 3,500. And then besides that, they have draw power. And then the last move that I know it does, when the cards spell and trap are in the graveyard, he can remove them from play, and then he can bring more from his deck to the field. So to summon it up, he's got negations, they got removal. He's gonna either normal or special eldritch one way or another. It's not questionable, and he can pop cards on your field, and they can boost up their power. So if you can stop all that, then eldritch is nothing. But eldritch is a grind game. They they just so consistent. That's why so many people hate it. That's why so many people are scared of it. So here we go. So if you've seen there, I just triggered the effect for one purpose, to get Rod back. I didn't really care about anything else. And then before the duel began, I had already told you they set a lot of traps and spells in the back. If you don't understand that, you're never gonna beat Eldritch. It's like a fact. So there you go. He triggered the effect, like I said from the beginning. The card lets you. That's what it reads right there. But basically, he can special summon it, and then he can destroy one spell or trap on the field. So he chose Eternal. Um, Dark Magician players cry because I say that card's garbage and they lose because of it. The real reason is because they don't know how to play Dark Magician. It doesn't matter what card gets popped, you should be able to set up defense. Your crying just makes you like a woman, but it doesn't fix any problems. So pay attention, we got negated and destroyed again. As I said from the beginning, they have negation traps as well. So everything I'm saying is coming to fruition. Nothing's a lie. I told you everything from the beginning. Even when I did the tier list, I explained it to you. So it's just a wait, and they're gonna play everything I said long ago. So since nothing we do is working, because it's all being negated and destroyed, there's no crying. You just chain whatever cards left, and then you go from there. Because we're not women, we're men. So now he triggers the effect of his trap, and he removes Dark Magician Girl from my graveyard. Um, so you got a negation, a spell trap pop, either a 35 hitter, and a removal. So pretty much you got hit with like 3 or 4 negations in one turn. But we don't cry, we don't complain, we just get the job done. So at this point, he's gonna be getting a lot of spell and traps and more eldritch. So he's gonna be back to square one like before. So we gotta speed up the deck. So I know he was gonna attack the lower monster to hit her life points. So you need to concentrate. Don't focus on his field. Don't focus on his life points. You have to focus on killing him. So the way you do that, you have to look into the future. So I popped Dark Magician and I got Rod. We have Dark Magic Attack. We have Alistair. We can go into the Invoke engine. But right now, what I'm thinking of doing more, because there's way too many traps being activated, is we're going to have to pop them all and pop the eldletch. So I'm trying to set up a board. The board was already set up, but he destroyed everything. And then we try to set it up again. He destroyed it again. And then You can't give up. There's no crying. We're not women. We just set up again. And he's activating the cards as I said. They all get removed and then they trigger effects to bring more into the field. So I bring Dark Magician and he chains off to that trap Peliosac, or I don't know, Peliozo, was it Peliosic? Whatever the trap's called. And basically, he's able to negate the effect of a card on the board as monster spell. I'm sorry, a monster, and then he can pop it. But you know Eternal and what it does, right? So the card that everyone hates, Dark Magic Attack, obviously one of my most strongest cards. People hate it. People hate my deck. That's fine. Um, he's always had the upper hand. He blew up my whole field the whole time. Everything I've been playing has been negated. It's all recorded. No lies. His life points haven't been touched. None of the above matters. So here's the thing that you have to consider. If he destroyed every card I was playing, like if I'm lying, go back to the video. He destroyed my field many turns, many times. And then every single card that I played was negated or destroyed. The cards that I sent to the graveyard were removed. Cards on the field popped. He had more higher attack. So his uh, his life points were untouched. The question is always repetitive. What happened? If his deck was stronger, if he negated everything I did, if he destroyed every single card I had on the field, why isn't he winning? Why am I winning? It's the question is always repetitive. It doesn't matter what deck I'm playing against. Why is that? And people that I teach how to play Dark Magician at a more advanced level, or people just overall that play decks that they want to hear um, correct sequence, or they want to hear like 101 theory on Yu-Gi-Oh. Winning the duel does not mean winning a turn. You can lose a turn. That does not mean you lose the duel or the match. Sometimes you have to be willing to lose one turn to win the duel or to win a match. Because losing a turn doesn't mean you lost the duel. It does not mean you lost the match. It only means you lost the turn. So even though I lost, like people would say, the battle, I didn't lose the war. I only lost the battle that turn. So even though he pop negated everything, boosted, like he just thrashed me, he did whatever he wanted, none of those things mattered. And then in the end, I overpowered him, and he just lava golem me. And guess what? That doesn't matter as well. So if you saw, he summoned, he 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 set up his board, and then he lava golemed, and it didn't matter. He negated, popped, destroyed, banished. None of those things mattered. Then I brought dragoon, I banished, and then he just chained to set another trap, and then he brought eldletch, and he set a higher power to destroy my dragon. Right? But the thing that people, the people that come to my channel that hate on me or don't like me, dislike me, they always use like terms like you got an ego, you got issues, like the fingers always pointed at me. But the interesting, bizarre thing is that when you go to their channel, they're worthless. They suck at deck building. They suck at playing Yu-Gi-Oh. They suck at playing Dark Magician. And everything that I'm saying is backed up by facts. Like if I say I have shoes, I show you I have shoes. So Eldritch did a lot of things. They did absolutely nothing. To be honest with you, the whole duel was a waste of my time. Um, Now he golemed, he chained, I banished, and then he chained the second time, and now his monster is at a higher attack. So guess what's gonna happen? If I always say it doesn't matter what they do, it's because I can back up what I say. People don't believe me though. It doesn't matter what he does. It's for no reason. It's just pointless. So what happened? Ask yourself the question. He's negating me, banishing, popping, over attacking me, clearing my field, lava golem. He's using lava golem. I'm back to the same question. Why didn't it matter? Why is why is it pointless? Why is everything he's doing for no reason? Why is the end result he's going to be destroyed? And then your mind should, if your mind is truthful, it should be like, because doesn't matter what he does, he's going to be destroyed. Then we're on the same page. And then you have to come out of the matrix and come to reality. Look at my field. Nothing he did matter. Everything I wanted to do is on my board. And guess what? I'm gonna get Rod back. Guess what? I'm gonna draw more cards. Guess what? He's finished. It doesn't matter what he does. Nothing he does matters from the beginning. Just people don't realize it. So this is why I said I never lose to eldletch. This is why I said um, eldletch is just a grind game. People don't want to believe me. Like, they're convinced that, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Eldritch is one of the toughest decks. Oh no, how can it be Eldritch? What is he talking about? Eldritch is not that strong. Eldritch. Check off the list, man. Did he banish cards? Yes. Did he pop all the cards on my field? Yes, many times. Did he negate cards? Spell and monster and trap? Yes, he did. Did he boost up past the attack of all my monsters and kill them? Yes, he did. Was he able to chain traps from his deck, send them on the field, and then trigger them? Yes. Was he able to do it from the graveyard? Yes, he was. Was he able to special summon Eldritch from the deck straight to the field? Yes. Was he able to discard Eldritch and discard a spell and trap and then trigger his effect to come back, pop a card on my field, and after that special summon him, boost him? Yes. So he did everything that the deck could do. But the question is, why didn't any of it matter? Why was it all pointless? Why did he get wrecked? Do you think that's an interesting question? So why do you lose against Eldritch? Because he does that to you? Why am I not affected by it? Why does he get wrecked? He lava golem me, didn't he? It did nothing. Think about it. I'll leave that as homework to you. Think about it. Dark magic attack.